My company's CEO made everyone stand up and pray yesterday during a company meeting. I work for a dealership in Illinois. Yesterday we had a company meeting, lunch in the showroom, and the CEO went over various awards and anniversaries of the company. Typical small business white-collar stuff. Recently, we've had a coworker whose wife has been in the hospital with some pretty severe complications. We've started a fund for the companies in the group of dealerships we're a part of to raise money to help our coworker with expenses during her stay. Before we start the meetings, we usually eat for about 15 minutes or so before we get into the business part. And being from a primarily Christian area, a lot of people participated in a group prayer, which is nothing unusual. However, after we ate and before the awards, the CEO tells everyone, regardless of your religious beliefs, I'd like you all to stand and make a circle. Place your hand on somebody and we're just gonna pray for blank's wife. Being an atheist myself, I felt very uncomfortable doing this, and stood in the far back, away from everyone else with my hands to myself and my eyes open. Is this considered discrimination? Or is this illegal in any sense? Is there something I can do to prevent this from happening in the future? I'm all about supporting someone in a hard time, but this doesn't sit well with me. Edit. Said coworker was not present and scripture from a physical copy of the Christian Bible was read aloud. I was present. I stood back away from the circle as I didn't want touched and didn't want to be a part of the prayer. Yes, I believe in religious freedom. However, I don't believe that it should be in the workplace unless specifically suggested by the religion's practices. Oh, that would make me so uncomfortable. It wouldn't sit well with me either. Aside from the discriminatory aspect of it in the religious sense, telling people to touch one another without anybody being asked if they're okay with that is a problem as well. The state of Illinois has an agency charged with helping to enforce laws against racial, ethnic, religious discrimination and all other discrimination which is explicitly prohibited by state law. I think it's the Illinois Department of Human Rights. And it used to be located in that funky James Thompson Center building downtown, with the medallion in the center of the floor. It might be worth your time to ask them about this incident. Especially because you seem to be saying that you simply want them to be notified that this is illegal. Sort of be put on a cease and desist probation, rather than pursue monetary damages. Regardless of your religious beliefs, I'd like you all to stand and make a circle. Place your hand on somebody and we're just gonna pray for blank's wife. AKA, I don't about your beliefs, as long as you obey mine. Sadly, I think it would only be illegal if he punished you for it. Or if you notice any changes in behavior from the CEO and your coworkers after. Document anything you see. Oof. Yeah, I'd be in the corner with you. Likely a WTF. Eyes wide terrified expression. Theocrat boss can't make you participate. And if he does threatens retaliation, then his ass will be in hot water. As you have a solid case to give to a very happy lawyer. There are several lawyers with full erections reading this thread. It's against your civil rights for a company to force you to pray. I would have gotten fired and skipped all the way to the Labor Department. I'd pray. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Tell your boss to read his Bible. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites. For they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. 6 But when you pray, go into your room, close the door and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. 7 And when you pray, Do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they will be heard because of their many words. 8. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. Car dealerships. Pray during the meeting. Later on, come around the corner of the building to hear the N-word coming from one of the sales staff. Pass another guy on the phone talking to his drug dealer saying he'll do $6 per pill. Then go inside to hear the finance manager say that he changed an elderly woman's income on her credit application because they'll never get the $620 payment approved on a lady who's on fixed income and only draws $1,200 in Social Security. He advised the salesman that she now makes $4,400 a month, all the while her salesman just sold her a fake Louis Vuitton purse he has stockpiled in his trunk and telling her she can buy the car because Trump fixed the economy. This is inexcusable. It says an awful lot about the CEO and what he thinks of his employees. He clearly has no respect for them. I am Christian. A moment of silence would have been more accommodating for all backgrounds. Freedom of religion includes freedom from religion. Pretty rough that he acknowledged that not everyone shares his religious beliefs and still went right ahead and asked everyone to participate in his religious activity. I'd be uncomfortable too. Not sure what you can do about it other than not participate. If they retaliate with work consequences for not participating, that would probably be actionable. Otherwise, there might be a claim that it creates a hostile work environment for those of a different religion. Do you have an HR department? A union? Was it a Coons dealership? The company that prides itself on promoting faith and family, yet pulls in a big enough profit margin to buy half the dealerships in the Midwest? Start documenting. My non-professional opinion of this is that nothing explicitly illegal happened. And by not explicitly illegal, I mean a lawyer probably wouldn't take the case. You were allowed to stand back and not participate. You also could have gone as far as leaving the room. Just keep documenting. And start saving. Because this could begin a pattern of behavior or retaliatory acts that could get traced back to this event. And then a lawyer would take interest. Offer to lead the prayer. Then pray to Satan, or Crom, or any other god. Bet it'll stop real quick. This may not be good advice. This is so freaking unprofessional of your boss on so very many levels. There's the pressure for people to participate in his religion, his way. There's the fact he has no idea if the recipients of this prayer session would even take kindly to it. The complete lack of awareness of boundaries. Physical, spiritual, ethical, and professional. The imbalance of power in the whole interaction. The possibility of legal consequences. Alienation of members of his own team. Honestly, I don't know where to begin. This is insane. Sounds like they were perfectly okay with you not participating, and if no retaliation happens, then let it go. I guess unless this is a recurring thing. Then speak up. But you always have to ask if that's a hill worth dying on. As an atheist who lives in the South, I've had to stand in many prayers. Haven't caught on fire yet. Just more proof God is not real.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.